Good morning. Today is September 30th, 2024, last day of the month. I'm Gene, and welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I hope you have your coffee. It's like 4:30 in the morning here where I am. So today, um, we're getting close again, to election day. We're less than 40 days out, so just a little over a month. Early voting has already started in some states. Um, but I just want to point out, again, a clear contrast in the two campaigns because when I look at the Democratic Party and Vice President Harris and Governor Walz on their ticket, uh, the messaging that I hear is about family, workers, job security, finally looking out for the working class people, um, child tax credits, first time home owner uh, assistance. These are all things that people need. And when I listen to Cadet Bone Spurs and his rhetoric, well, that's the topic of the conversation because it has nothing to do with policy or talking about you. It's all about himself. It's all about his grievances. And now he's really pulling out the dog whistles, running on a platform of white supremacy and racism. And I say that because when I look at his messaging, it's about, again, Springfield, Ohio, when a lot of those legal migrants that came to this country and are living in Springfield came during his administration, not President Biden's. Um, he doesn't want to accept any of his own failures, so he projects them in the form of grievance. If you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. The election was stolen from me. I'm being unmercilessly prosecuted. It's all about him, and there's nothing in there that says, well, what he's going to do to make Gene's life better or your life better. I've heard nothing about student loan forgiveness, people that have been paying on student loans forever and it seems like their balances are not, you know, uh, decreasing. It's addressing the needs of the people. But his racist rhetoric, again, talking about the people of Springfield, Ohio, still promoting that nonsense about eating your cats and dogs. Now they're all committing crimes. And again, that's a common theme. It's something we're always going to hear. It's old, it's tired, it's boring. It worked for Willie Horton with H.W. Bush when he ran against Governor Dukakis. But now you're just throwing out nonsense. They, no specific, not this person got out and you did it and we can tell you why because you stood there in front of the judge and asked for this person to be released. There's none of that. It's just they're committing crimes. They want them released. They want open borders. And open borders, again, is a racist dog whistle because it's saying you want people that are not white to come in this country and become productive people like everybody else. That's the message. If you're not white, you're part of the problem. And unless, of course, you know your place, like Mark Robinson, the candidate running for governor in North Carolina, who called himself a black Nazi, who said that people just need killing. If you're that kind of person and you're not white, well, then that's okay. You're acceptable because you support what they want. Okay, you support the white racist rhetoric that is being pumped out by the GOP. Now I hear him calling Kamala Harris stupid, less than intelligent. Number one, he has no respect because he intentionally mispronounces her name. That's not the quality of someone I want sitting in the Oval Office. And if she's really that stupid, why did he give money to her when she was running for senator in California? Why would you knowingly donate to somebody that you think is mentally unstable? But this is not the first time he's done that. Remember when he ran in 2016 when he mocked a disabled reporter? Oh, I don't know. You know, it's like, I have friends that are disabled. I know people that are disabled. They are some of the nicest people I know. You know, and I still talk with them on a weekly basis, you know. It's all about lifting people up, but that's not what their campaign is about. I even hear J.D. Vance still promoting it. Well, if we have to create these racist stories to get people to pay attention to our white supremacy, then that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm paraphrasing because I'm speaking out loud as to what he's saying in between the lines. Okay, so tomorrow, I'm very much looking forward to the vice presidential debate with him and Governor Walz. And we'll talk about that afterwards. But, you know, pay attention to the dog whistles. Pay attention to the people who mock others who are less fortunate. Because remember, whatever you've done for me, you've done for the least of my brethren. And if people with disabilities aren't the least of my brethren, then who is? If kids sitting at St. Jude's who were born with these disabilities and cancer and everything else, if they're not the least of my brethren, who is? So when I look at Cadet Bonesbur's rhetoric, it meets none of those standards. And personally, I cannot support someone that has that little moral character. So I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Those are my reasons. I would love to know what yours are if you would like to civilly talk about it. This is a good one. This is a conversation I had with someone yesterday talking about how the U.S. gave away drilling rights in the Gulf of Mexico to China. Oh my God, that's a rich one. I hadn't heard that one before. I actually laughed, and I think I offended him. But, you know, if you believe that kind of stupidity, you deserve to be laughed at, in my opinion. So, anyway, if you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button and that like button so it spreads the word that we exist out there. And also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos when we go live and put out new content. So that's what I have for today. Be kind to one another. Treat each other the way you want to be treated, especially when you're dealing with the least of our brethren. Have a good day, everyone.